So I just got this wegear USB-C and USB wall charging converter. Got some thoughts on it. Right out of the gate, it's a little bit bigger and heavier than I imagined it was going to be. I was thinking I would be traveling with this, but now I'm not sure. Maybe. But in terms for home use, this is going to be fantastic. So I live in an older building. I do have a couple of USB ports on one singular power outlet, and that's it. So I just wanted to open up my options for charging things in other parts of my condo. So that's why I got this. It folds in very nicely. It is a nice little square when it's folded in. It's just a little bit bigger and heavier than I thought. Part of the reason why it's so large and heavy is that it can handle 100 watts. You can plug anything from a laptop on down into this thing. Obviously phones, earbuds, smartwatch, tablets, anything like that. But yes, it'll also power your laptop. It's good for, there's a long list of things that'll work, but it started at like MacBook and went all the way down to like Dell notebooks. So no problem with charging your laptop or any of your other devices. But yes, with the 100 watt capacity, it does charge quite fast, especially your phone. So the whole deal is it is a 3-in-1 fast charging unit that you can plug in anywhere. So you got the two USB-C ports and the one USB port. And it shows right here on the front in case you forget, but the top USB-C port is optimized for laptops. I think that's where that's going to get you the most power and efficiency. But I don't think there's any reason why you couldn't use this other one. It just probably wouldn't charge your laptop battery as fast. And then of course there's always the USB option at the bottom for anything else that you have. It can handle up to 240 volts, which means you can take it anywhere in the world with you. In the US, we have 110, and in Europe and most of the rest of the world, they have 220. So this can handle 240. So absolutely no problem with plugging this in anywhere in the world. That being said, if you've traveled internationally, you know that plugs vary from place to place. You're probably going to need a adapter to plug into, like in the UK, Europe, they have different plugs, outlets. So you're probably still going to need the plug adapter, but you won't need the power converter. Also, I think part of the reason why it's so big and heavy is because it doesn't run as hot. If you've had any older charging converters like this, they do get quite hot, especially if you're using more than one port at a time. This stays cool. I don't know the technology behind it, but that is one of the selling points. It doesn't get as hot as the other wall converters that you may have used in the past. So you can read the list of devices that are compatible with this. It's quite long. It can basically handle anything from a powerful gaming laptop down to your earbuds. So nothing to worry about in terms of like power capacity. So there's a lot of tech talk in the product description. I'm not going to bore you with that. What it boils down to is it charges really fast. It doesn't get as hot as other converters, and it can handle any kind of power outlet anywhere in the world. And that's about it. That's my out-of-the-box impression. I haven't decided where I'm going to plug this in yet. If it works out really well, I might buy a second one, just for the sake of convenience. But yeah, so far, really happy with it. Looking forward to plugging multiple devices in here and putting it through its paces. But for now, it is a relatively small and inexpensive solution to an annoying problem I had in my condo. Now I have a couple more USB-C charging ports that aren't in a weird spot in my kitchen, and that was why I got this thing. So there you go. Big fan, pretty simple, not too much more to say, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10.